Hello, my name is Märta Alud Bylund. I am a 19-year-old girl from Stockholm, and I'm taking this comics course because I'm very eager to get my high school diploma as soon as possible. And this is actually the first comics course I'm taking. I chose English to be my starting subject because it's my favorite subject. And I also really enjoy language learning in general. And that's also why I picked this subject that I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to talk about the TED Talk, 4 Reasons to Learn a New Language by John McWhorter. In this talk, McWhorter explains why learning languages is more important than ever right now. He gives us 4 clear and compelling reasons and shows us that and encourages us to see language as something much bigger than just words. A way to understand people, culture, and maybe even ourselves better. At the beginning of the talk, McWhorter points out that English has become the world's universal language, even though Mandarin Chinese has more native speakers. He also explains that by the end of this century, more than 6,000 of the spoken languages today may be reduced to only a few hundreds left. And that's a pretty scary thought. And it also raises a question. If so many languages are disappearing, why should we even bother learning new ones? The first reason is that languages are the key to truly understand a culture. To really get to experience a culture, you need to understand the language that shapes the culture. Language influences the way we think, the way we express ourselves, and how we perceive the world. Each language reflects a unique way of organizing ideas. For example, he mentions that in some languages, objects are gendered. A table can be considered feminine in French or Spanish only because of the grammatical ending of that word. These linguistic differences subtly shape how the speakers of those languages see the world around them. I can relate to this from my own experience. I know some people who don't speak Swedish, and I know some people who do speak Swedish, but not fluently. And I can clearly see how difficult it becomes for them to fully engage with Swedish culture. Without the language, it becomes so difficult to understand the traditions, the humor, everyday social cues, and the deeper identity of the society they live in. The second reason he mentioned is that being bilingual is actually healthy for the mind. According to McWhorter, research show that speaking multiple languages can prevent dementia. And that sounds pretty encouraging to me. He also explains that bilingual people are better multitaskers, and that is a huge advantage in today's society where everyone have billions of stuff going around at the same time and no one can focus on anything. I can't. Of course, like many healthy habits, language learning may seem difficult or boring. I personally agree that it can be challenging, of course, but I don't see it boring. I don't see it as boring at all. For me, it's fun and rewarding. It can open doors. It can open new doors to cultures and understand different worldviews. McWhorter even compares language learning to driving on the other side of the road. It forces you to adjust to different word orders and new structure. And the last reason is that it's so much easier to learn a language today than it was maybe 50 years ago. Back then you had to be in a classroom present with a teacher there. But now you can just be at home. You can be wherever you want to learn a language. We have endless resources available. We have apps, we have video, we have online courses. So why not just curl up in your couch at home and start learning a language? So in conclusion, John McWhorter's TED Talk reminds us that learning a new language is both meaningful and valuable in so many different ways. It shows us that language is not just a tool for communication. It's a doorway to culture, a way to understand how other people think, and even a way to see the world differently. He also explains that being bilingual strengthens our minds, helping with multitasking and protecting our brain from later damage in life. McWhorter also emphasizes that today we have so much more opportunities than ever to start learning. With online resources, apps, and instant access to information, it has become easier and more comfortable to pick up a new language whenever we want. At the same time, many languages are disappearing as English continues to dominate globally, which makes it so much more important to appreciate and value the languages we already have. So overall, his message is clear. Learning a new language is not only beneficial, it's something we should take advantage of now, while we still have the chance. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.